Good evening. Welcome to Emo Nightly News, every moment online. In tonight's news headlines, at Kingston Primary, summer camp students learn emergency preparedness through fun activities. Marigot Branch Library celebrates young learners at summer program closing ceremony. St. Lucia government says fuel and cooking gas support cost public finances EC 44.9 million. Antigua PM addresses public works protest over outstanding payments. And captain and 2 crew members charged with murder over MV Barima disaster. Details of these stories and more coming up next. Stay with us. Welcome back, everyone. I'm your presenter, Rick Francis, and this is a news broadcast for the 29th of July, 2026. In local news this evening, if you think summer camp is all about games and snacks, think again. One group of young campers is learning a skill that could one day save lives. Students attending the Kingston Primary School summer camp recently took part in an interactive emergency preparedness session aimed at building resilience and disaster awareness among young people. During the visit, facilitators taught campers the importance of having a go bag and explained the essential items that should be included in an emergency kit. To reinforce the lesson, students participated in an exciting challenge to see who could pack the best go bag, combining teamwork, quick thinking, and practical knowledge in a fun learning environment. The session concluded with a brainstorming activity where students shared creative ideas and suggestions to help shape future educational materials designed specifically for children. Organizers say engaging young people in disaster preparedness is an important step toward building safer, more resilient communities, adding that empowering children with practical knowledge today will help strengthen Dominica's resilience for the future. The Marigot Branch Library has concluded its 2026 Children's Summer Program with certificates and music masterclass appreciation ceremony, celebrating the achievements and talents of the young participants. The program, which focused on empowering children through education, creativity, and personal development, ended with an inspiring ceremony featuring musical performances, certificate presentations, and words of encouragement. The library expressed sincere gratitude to the Dominica Library and Information Service, led by Chief Librarian Renita Charles, for its continued support, as well as to the parents whose encouragement helped make the program a success. Special recognition was also given to music coordinator Uget Andrew Saint-Hilaire for leading the music masterclass, and to performers Johnny Jackson, the Johnson family, and William James for inspiring the children through music and motivation. The library also thanked Jonella Victor for providing meals and sharing entrepreneurial knowledge with the children, Springfield Trading for donating refreshments, and invited guests, including Parliamentary Representative Anthony Samora Charles and Marigot Village Council Chairperson Nadisha Felix for supporting the event. Organizers praised the children's enthusiasm and participation throughout the program, expressing confidence that the knowledge, creativity, and life skills gained during the summer will have a lasting impact on their future. 15 young swimmers from Dominica's Emerald Aquatic Swim Club are preparing to travel to St. Lucia to participate in the Hype Aquatic Swim Club Summer Camp from August 3 to August 15, 2026. The delegation, accompanied by parents and one coach, will spend 2 weeks training in a world-class aquatic environment, where they will focus on improving their technique, building endurance, and gaining valuable international experience. Coach Tariq Edwards of Hype Aquatic Swim Club in St. Lucia says he is looking forward to working with the Dominican swimmers and helping them develop their skills while exposing them to a high-performance training environment.
Hi, my name is Coach Tariq from St. Lucia. We are here with Emerald Aquatics working on our athlete development plan. We are literally in the train-to-train stage where we are literally teaching the swimmers how to train. And moving forward, we hope those swimmers will create the pathway for many more swimmers, which will lead to a bright future for Dominica in swimming.
Secretary of Emerald Aquatic Swim Club, Makisha Riley Mitchell, says the camp is another important step in the club's mission to develop young swimmers and provide them with opportunities to train and compete beyond Dominica.
Greetings, my name is Makisha Riley Mitchell and I'm the current secretary of the Emerald Aquatic Swim Club. This is a club that was established this year, January 2026, and it's an initiative of parents who saw the need for a swim program that incorporates competitive swimming. So it's an initiative to help develop our swimmers so that they can open avenues for regional and international meets and open doors for them. So that's basically what we are about. So Emerald Aquatics is venturing to St. Lucia for a hype swim camp. We did it last year and the swimmers enjoyed it quite much and they learned quite a bit, so we decided to do it again this year. So in preparation for that, we asked the coaches to come in for a week to train our swimmers so that when they get to St. Lucia, they will be fully prepared and ready for St. Lucia.
The young swimmers also shared their excitement about the upcoming trip, saying they are eager to learn new techniques, make new friends, and proudly represent Dominica.
Hello, my name is Stellan Clark and I am a part of the Emerald Aquatic Swim. I love swimming because we get to go in the water and have fun. Our coaches, they teach us lots of skills. So instead of being in the water all the time and not learning anything, you get to learn a skill whilst having fun.
Hello, my name is Kanaya and I feel like this camp has helped me a lot in learning new strokes and stuff, and then I have learned a lot about this swim.
During the camp, participants will take part in daily training sessions, skill-building workshops, and team-building activities designed to strengthen both individual performance and teamwork. Organizers say the initiative reflects the commitment of the club and parents to investing in the future of swimming in Dominica while giving young athletes the opportunity to develop their talents and prepare for higher levels of competition. And that's all for local news this evening. Stay tuned for regional news coming up next.
Tico, that's $800. Cash or card?
When cash is low, Tico is still ready.
Always card, Chalo. Would you like a copy of the receipt?
No, Chalo. NBD already sent me the alert and I'll see it on Mo Banking later. That is it. From card to farm. Power your business with the NBD Small Business Credit Card. Your partner, your bank.
In regional news tonight, Prime Minister Gaston Brown met with employees of the Ministry of Public Works on Tuesday after workers protested over outstanding overtime payments and salaries. The workers marched from the ministry to the Prime Minister's office, with some contract employees also raising concerns about job security. The ministry says it is processing the outstanding payments and expects the issues to be resolved by this week or early next week, as the government works to bring the dispute to a close. 3 crew members, including the captain of the ferry that sank in Guyana, have been charged with murder following the disaster that killed 73 people. The MV Barima capsized on July 18 while traveling from Georgetown to Port Katuma. Authorities say 76 people were rescued, while 30 remain missing. Captain Kevin Price and crew members Rondell Roberts and Dylan Granderson appeared in court on Tuesday. They were remanded to prison and the case was adjourned to August 3. The tragedy has triggered a government commission of inquiry. Officials say 2 crew members, including the captain, tested positive for marijuana, and many passengers were not listed on the ferry's manifest. The St. Lucia government says it has spent nearly $45 million to keep fuel and cooking gas prices affordable since April. Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre says the government gave up $39.2 million in fuel tax revenue and spent another $5.7 million subsidizing cooking gas to ease the cost of living. Despite rising global oil prices, the government says fuel prices will remain unchanged for the next pricing cycle and pledge to continue supporting consumers through prudent fiscal management. And that's all for regional news this evening. Stay tuned for international news coming up next.
Blast Gaming presents its biggest job ever. Blast Mystery Progressive. I'm so excited. I can't hide it. The new Blast Jackpot rising. And I like it. It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up and up and up and up.
Play selected games to win in the Blast Mystery Progressive. Pick until you match 3 gems and win one of the 5 cash jackpots. Or you can blast up with the Mystery Progressive jackpot.
It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up. Blast Gaming.
In international news this evening, the conflict involving Iran has intensified, with at least 20 Iraqi fighters killed and 32 others injured following a series of airstrikes reportedly carried out by the United States and Saudi Arabia across 7 provinces in Iraq. The strikes mark another major escalation in the widening regional conflict, which has raised fears of further instability across the Middle East. In response, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, said it launched missiles targeting a United States military base in Jordan. The Jordanian military reported that it intercepted and destroyed 5 projectiles before they reached their intended targets. Meanwhile, diplomatic efforts to ease tensions have encountered another setback. Iran has reportedly rejected Oman's proposal regarding navigation through the Strait of Hormuz, insisting on partial control of the Omani shipping route. The latest developments underscore the growing risk of a broader regional confrontation as military operations and diplomatic tensions continue to escalate. Former Honduran President Juan Orlando Hernandez has returned to Honduras 8 months after receiving a pardon from former U.S. President Donald Trump that ended his 45-year prison sentence in the United States. Hernandez, 57, had been convicted on charges of drug trafficking and firearms offenses before being granted the pardon. Despite his return home, the former president's legal troubles are far from over. Honduran authorities have confirmed that he now faces fraud and money laundering charges in his home country. Officials say the new case will proceed through the Honduran courts as prosecutors continue investigations into allegations of financial crimes committed during his time in office. Hernandez served as president of Honduras from 2014 to 2022 and has consistently denied wrongdoing. His return is expected to renew political debate in the country as the latest legal proceedings unfold. And that's all for international news this evening. Stay tuned for the sports segment coming up next.
Coming up on the outside.
But sit down, my girl. Sit down.
Tina coming up on the outside.
Look it.
Is that no way?
In sports this evening, FIFA has proposed selling minority stakes in the FIFA World Cup and other major competitions to private investors through a new US $20 billion subsidiary called FIFA Forward Enterprise. The plan would allow FIFA to raise up to US $4.2 billion while retaining majority control. FIFA says the funds would be reinvested to grow football worldwide, but the proposal still requires approval from its 211 member associations. UEFA has strongly opposed the move, warning that football's governance and integrity should not become commercial assets, saying the World Cup is not FIFA's to sell. The proposal has also drawn criticism from British Prime Minister Andy Burnham and underscores growing tensions between FIFA and UEFA over the commercial future of the sport. The West Indies produced another spirited all-round performance to defeat Pakistan by 90 runs in the opening test at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Tarouba, Trinidad, taking a 1-0 lead in the two-match series. Fast bowler Jayden Seales starred with his fourth 5-wicket haul in Test cricket, ripping through Pakistan's batting lineup as the visitors were bowled out for 120 while chasing a target of 211. The victory was built on a determined team effort with important contributions from Justin Greaves, Tangerine Chanderpaul, and the West Indies pace attack, who dominated the match from start to finish. Pakistan captain Babar Azam offered resistance with a half-century, but lacked support as wickets fell regularly. Following the victory, West Indies captain Roston Chase dedicated the memorable win to legendary all-rounder Sir Gary Sobers, saying the team wanted to honor his legacy with a performance worthy of one of cricket's greatest icons. The second and final test of the series is scheduled to begin on August 2 in Port of Spain, with the West Indies aiming to clinch the series. And finally, in sports, the Dominica Football Association Division I League continues this week with a full slate of matches in both Tier 1 and Tier 2 as teams battle for top honors. The latest standings show a closely contested race in Tier 1 with East Central FC and Fokole FC tied at the top on 10 points each. In Tier 2, the competition is equally intense with 3 teams level on 9 points, setting the stage for another exciting round of fixtures. This week's schedule features Valley United FC taking on Kainago Warriors, Kensborough United facing SY Naturescape, and DST United FC coming up against Kalibishi FC. With the standings so close, every point will be crucial as teams continue their push for promotion and league success. And that's all for the sports segment this evening. Stay tuned for the weather report coming up next. And this brings us to the end of tonight's news broadcast for the 29th of July, 2026. I'm your news presenter, Rick Francis. On behalf of the entire newscast, we say thank you for viewing. This is Emo Nightly News, every moment online. Have a good night.